Hi. Hello, hello. Let me see if I'm doing the right thing. Do. Go live. All right. I think it's working, you guys. It's always wild to start a live video and then see if it actually works. Okay, let me see if it's working on Facebook. So I just want to say welcome. And today yes, we're working everywhere. Today I'm here to talk about the 5 mistakes farmers make that keep them stuck and broke. And it's in anticipation of my farm marketing week. That's coming up in June. And it's where I give free marketing help for a week. And it's not just free low class marketing help, it's free marketing help that's going to blow your mind and turn your farm sales around. So I'll talk a little bit of today, just an intro, the 5 mistakes. But at any time during this live, you can comment masterclass in the comments, and we will send you the link to sign up for Farm Marketing Week free. But let's dive into the 5 mistakes. So first of all, if you're here live, feel free to say hi, hello. I've just got so many screens here I'm trying to stream on all the places at once. So that's why I keep looking around. But feel free to say hi if you're here. I'm supposed to be able to see comments if you comment too. And I can always come back later and talk with you as well. So feel free to ask anything you want, but just know that you can comment masterclass at any time and get the sign up for June. So what I do, I'm Charlotte Smith. If you haven't heard of me, I'm a lifelong farmer, 5th generation. Now I'm watching my kids take over, who are the 6th generation, not take over my farm, but they're farming now, 6th generation. And I started teaching farmers. So I was able to get profitable in the first couple of years of my farm. And other farmers started asking, how was I able to do that? So I started teaching farmers how to market their products in a way that works in today's world, direct to consumer. And why direct to consumer? Well, we stay in business longer and make more money. We become more profitable than commodity farms. So if you're selling products that people are going to buy direct, food, flowers, milk, eggs, all the things, meat, any meat products, if you can learn to sell direct to consumer, you can build a profitable farm. It's in your control and ability to do that. And it's far more profitable than any commodity farm, any wholesale option you have. So I started teaching farmers how to do that. And then my clients get amazing results. I also host the Profitable Mindset podcast. And so I not only teach marketing strategies, started in 2013, 2014, teaching farmers how to market, but along with that, I teach them how to get over the mindset struggles that keep them held back. So a lot of farmers, they might learn how to market, but then they get stuck feeling guilty for raising their prices, or they wonder, why is nobody buying from our emails? They just all go to spam. They don't know the logistics or the strategy. So I teach all those things too. And I do the mindset coaching that you need to get over those mindsets, things you're telling yourself, like it's not good enough, or imposter syndrome, or you're not scheduling your time properly, whatever that might be. So that's a little bit about me. And like I said, I'm watching all the screens here. So if you have any comments, you can absolutely make them at any time, and I'll come back and try to talk to you now or later, because I'm managing all these things. So first of all, the 5 mistakes. If you see yourself in any one of these mistakes, I don't want you to feel called out. I want you to feel let off the hook. Like, I'm offering these mistakes so you can let yourself off the hook, because none of these mistakes are things we're taught to do as farmers. And also, everyone makes these mistakes. Just know that, like, every farmer I work with, starts out with the things I'm talking about today. They start out thinking, making these same mistakes. So I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying, welcome to the club of all the mistakes we make before we get profitable. And know that too, a profitable farm is possible when you learn the skills. It's not that you live in the wrong place or you're raising the wrong thing or any of that. If you're not profitable yet, you haven't learned the skills of getting profitable. So it's a skill set, it's a learned skill, and you can learn it. And I have profitable farmers all over the world now. Every state of the United States and all over the world. You will hear many of them interviewed on the Profitable Mindset podcast too. People that are making double, triple, 5x their sales, 10x their sales. You'll hear from them regularly. Next week, I have an interview coming out with one of my clients, 7x her sales after just 3 months of coaching with me. So 7x her sales. So just know when you learn these skills, it's possible to build a profitable farm. So I help about 300 farmers a year that go through my coaching program called The Profitable Farmer. They learn marketing and mindset. And then the free Farm Marketing Week coming up in June. If you come at Masterclass, you'll get that link. That's where you will start to learn the foundation. I will give you everything I can in that 1 week. So let's start with the 5 mistakes that are most common. Let me just check over here. Make sure I'm live. I don't know. My feeds disappear sometimes, so I'm not sure if I'm live anymore or not, but maybe I am. So mistake number 1 is that you describe your farm and your farm practices. Oh, Amelia, hi. Look at that. I actually got a comment. It's so hard for me to manage 3 screens in one. Thank you. Hi, Amelia. That is my stepdaughter. I have a new stepdaughter. So mistake number 1 is you describe your farm practices instead of naming your customers' problems. So I review maybe hundreds of farmers' websites a year. And the first thing I notice is they're talking about their farm and their farm practices. That's not what compels people to buy. I call it the silent killer. It's killing your sales. What you need to do instead is learn to clearly brand your farm. You're going to learn that in Farm Marketing Week. Your brand is who you help and what problem you solve for them. What problem do you solve for your clients? Hi, Copia Farm. Yay. It's so fun to get actual viewers commenting back. So you've got to know what problem you solve for your clients, your customers. And then that's what you talk about on your website, because people wake up in the morning and they don't wake up thinking, I want to go buy some $10 a dozen eggs today. And I want to drive 20 minutes out of the way to this farm to do it. Or they don't wake up thinking, I want to buy some $40 fresh bouquet of flowers from a farm. They don't wake up thinking that. What instead they do is they wake up thinking other things like, I need to figure out how to feed my family healthier. We're eating too much fast food lately because it's track season and we're on the road a lot. And I wish I could feed them healthier. I feel so guilty. So then if they land on your website and you're talking about the guilt they feel feeding their kids fast food every day during the busy sports season, and you're the solution, your farm fresh chicken, beef, pork, milk, eggs, flowers, whatever it is, will help them. That woman reading that, and it's usually women are often the ones who are buying fresh from the farmers. Men do too, but it's a higher percentage of women. That woman sees herself on your website and she's like, oh my gosh, this person is for me. They get me. They understand me. Whereas if you just talk about your farming practices on your website, on your social media, they aren't going to connect with you. All right. So that's mistake number 1, keeping farmers broke. We have a whole branding session in my marketing course. It's the first thing you learn when you join is you've got to learn how to brand your farm. And it's easy. I walk you through it step by step. It's simple. It's easy to learn, simple to do. We help you with it. And it's the very foundation of your brand or your marketing. So if you don't have a clear brand, if you don't take the steps to figure it out like we teach, your marketing won't work. It just won't connect. All right, let's move on to mistake number 2. Mistake number 2 is that most farmers undercharge because they're using that as marketing. Like, oh, we need to sell some product and the neighbor's selling it for this much, so we're going to sell it for a little less at this much. Or they undercharge because they actually don't even know the true cost of their products. I have pricing worksheets. If you go to charlottemsmith.com/price for profit, all one word, you will get those pricing worksheets. That's also an additional free course. And so most farmers don't know the true cost of their product, including a salary wage to pay themselves. And so they're undercharging, or they're trying to compete with the neighbors, so they're undercharging, or they feel guilty charging the true cost of their products. So this is a pricing trap. It's the pricing trap that I'd say 99.9% of farmers get into, and that's undercharging. So you set the nice price or the price you think will attract people. It's not the price you need. And that price that is not the price you need, it's too cheap, will bleed you dry. You will go out of business. And I know this because most farms, according to USDA statistics, go out of business in the first few years. Direct to consumer farmers do better. So that's why we're here, learning how to sell direct to consumer. But if you don't get these things, if you don't fix these 5 mistakes, will be so much easier for you to just throw in the towel and go out of business. And when you do that, you lose a ton of money. You lose most of the investment you got into the farm. So you don't want to undercharge. Now, again, this isn't your fault. You got into farming to serve people, serve your community, help them with the things that helped your family, maybe give your family this lifestyle, but also share with your community. So it can often feel like you're being greedy, or maybe you feel guilty charging what you charge. Because let's face it, our products need to be more expensive than the grocery store because we just don't have economy of scale. So there's no way you can charge what the grocery store charges and stay in business. So you've got to get a handle on your prices. We work on that constantly. I just coached a woman this morning in my coaching program. She needs to raise her milk price from $22 to $28 a gallon. And she was feeling so bad about doing that. So we spent about 30 minutes coaching on it, and her mind was blown with all the reasons why she really wants to do that now, and how it's the best thing ever in order to keep serving her customers to do that. So you've got to figure out what price you need to charge, and then get your mindset in place that's going to support you charging that. So undercharging does not protect your customers. It robs them. It robs them of you. I've been drinking raw milk for years, and every couple of years, our raw milk farmer goes out of business, and we have to find a new one because they never charged enough to be sustainable. This is all farms, flour farms, vegetable farms, meat farms. I see them pop up, and then within a year or two, they're out of business. Don't let that be you. So that's the number 2 mistake farmers make that keeps them stuck, broke, and eventually go under. So we want to turn that around. And again, if you haven't heard me say it yet, you can comment masterclass, and we will automatically send you the link to sign up for Farm Marketing Week starting June 12th. All right. So the third mistake farmers make that keeps them stuck and broke is constantly beating yourself up, having that inner voice telling you, like, I'm behind. If you wake up and you think, oh my gosh, I'm behind, I can't send this out, it's not good enough, I'm so bad at this, I'm bad at tech sucks, email marketing doesn't work, this doesn't work, I can't figure it out, everyone else is figuring out, why can't I? Believe it or not, mistake number 3, what you tell yourself in your head is keeping farmers stuck and broke. That's why mindset coaching is the number 1 difference that makes farmers profitable, getting your mindset coached. So if you're telling yourself things like, all my emails are going to spam, no, it's not true. Email marketing doesn't work, no, it's not true. Nobody's buying, they must not want our stuff. None of these things are true, and they will keep you stuck and broke. Hi, Candy. Thanks for joining. Yay. So I'm talking about the 5 mistakes today. in anticipation of Farm Marketing Week, that is June 12th through 19th, a whole week of a lot of marketing stuff, teaching, and I'm going to tell you how you can get me. I am now doing farmers marketing plans for them, a whole year of marketing done for you. We do that for our clients now inside the Profitable Farmer. All right, so just know, again, beating yourself up is also not your fault that you do that. We were all socialized to do that. Like, our brain defaults to being beating ourselves up. Plus, then on top of that, farming is the hardest career I know. It's the hardest. It's hard work. It's isolating. We take lots of risks. A farm by nature is inherently risk. Every single day, we are at the mercy of Mother Nature, unlike any other business that I know of. So farming is naturally going to encourage you to beat yourself up. And that's what we've got to stop in its tracks, or you will go under. You will go out of business. And again, I've been in farming world for many, many years, and I've seen most farmers go out of business within 2 to 5 years. So we've got to turn these mistakes around. All right, let's keep going. Mistake number 4. This is where you don't have a marketing plan in place. You don't have a marketing system. You're just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, see what works. Like, you post here randomly, you post there randomly, or you're doing a lot of things, but none of that, you aren't making sales. That's random. If you're doing the same thing over and over, hoping to get sales and you're not, that's also not working. That's not having a working system or a working plan. So we give our clients a year's worth of marketing to get you started. And then you have something to practice with as you're learning the skills. Okay. So if you find that you're really busy trying to sell products, but you're not, you're just kind of running in circles and you don't have a clear plan, then you don't have momentum. And no momentum means you don't even know what's working or what's not. Okay. And again, that's not your fault. We've got a lot of jobs on the farm. You got all these animals and plants to take care of, not to mention a house full of kids and laundry and all that. And so marketing usually takes a back seat. But instead, I teach you how to find time to prioritize it. I give you the year's worth of marketing so that you have a head start getting profitable. It's important to get cash flowing on your farm as quickly as possible, because there's a lot of outflow. There's a lot of upfront investments the first couple of years before you make enough money to be profitable. And so you've got to get cash flowing. The sooner the better. You've got to have a plan in place. So throwing spaghetti at the wall to figure out what works for marketing is mistake number 4. Doesn't work. You've got to have a plan. We give you a plan in the Profitable Farmer. Also, Farm Marketing Week is free, and that's June 12th to 19th. You will learn a lot about building your own plan in there. You'll learn the start of it, the foundation. All right. And mistake number 5 is that keeps farmers stuck and broke is that you're doing it all alone. It can be a lonely journey. If you have no support, no time, no system in place, nobody helping you, nobody giving you feedback, nobody helping you keep your mindset positive, again, you're going to stay stuck and you'll probably go out of business. So even if you know what to do, even if you know you have to do your marketing, it's 9:00, you're exhausted. The last thing you're going to do is the marketing, because you've still got cows to feed or customers to email back or flowers to harvest or deadhead, right? So if you're doing all this alone and you have not figured out how to get the systems in place to support you, most farmers throw in the towel. So that's mistake number 5, is thinking, I got to do it all myself. I can't hire anyone until I've proven I can do it myself. Any of those things. If you're trying to do it yourself, marketing is going to take a back seat to all the farm work. You won't ever make enough money to get ahead, and you will struggle and you'll throw in the towel. So you got to learn how to find the time to do marketing, to get enough cash flowing, to pay some help, support, whatever that might be. And it could be support as in like a babysitter for your kids, or support as in a house cleaner for the house, not necessarily someone working out on the farm. Could be all the things, but you can't go it alone and be expected to keep your mindset in a useful, productive frame of mind where you will prioritize your marketing, and you will struggle with that until you go out of business. And I hate seeing farmers go out of business. It happens so frequently. Again, the USDA says most farmers will go out of business by year 2, 3, 4, or 5. Most of the people in 5 years that you see right now will not be there in 2 to 5 years. So it's crucial that you learn the skills and turn around these 5 mistakes. Okay, so again, these 5 mistakes, if you see yourself in them, don't feel bad. It's most farmers. There is help. So be sure, like I said several times, I'll say it again, comment masterclass if you want a free invite to the June 12th through 19th Farm Marketing Week. I mentioned one other link in here, Price for Profit. Oh my gosh, there's my husband watching my live video. Isn't that awesome? It's supposed to be at work. So know that the other thing I mentioned was Price for Profit. That was one of the mistakes. You're undercharging. You don't know your pricing. And that link is at charlottemsmith.com/price for profit. So that's it for today. Just know that you are not failing. You were never failing. All right. You were doing what you thought was the right thing. These 5 mistakes will help you turn it around. And let's go. You were just never taught. You never learned the things that will build a profitable farm. That changes now. I figured it out. It's not theory. It's what works for the 300 farmers a year that go through my program and finally build profitable farms. And I'll teach it to you too. All right. I've got lots more videos coming up over the next 2 weeks as we move closer to Farm Marketing Week. So I hope to see you there. All right. Thanks. Thank you, my husband. He says, "You go, girl. You're the best." Nothing better than having a supportive spouse jump in on your live video in the middle of your workday. And there's Elaine. Hi, Elaine. And Jackie Sanford. So many people I know on here. This is fun. All right, everyone, that's it for today. I'm going to be live doing twice a week, and then June 12th through 19th, 6 different times, giving you direct feedback on your websites, your marketing materials, whatever you need help with. I'll be reviewing that then. So, all right, everyone, take care. I will see you soon.